and an update on the status of the library's 24/7 study area.
SDSU students voiced their opinions on how they feel about the trolley's accessibility and safety.
And we have the latest update on all things to do with SDSU sports. The Daily Aztec Live starts now. Good evening and welcome to the Daily Aztec Live. I'm Joselyn Munoz.
And I'm Vivian Cody. Thank you for joining us tonight.
With rent prices surging across San Diego, the tradition of students living in areas like Mission Valley and Pacific Beach is now becoming a luxury. According to Zillow, in the latest 10 years, rent prices have doubled from $1,757 to $3,500, scaling down the opportunities for affordable student housing in the area. This shift comes from corporations buying up properties and shifting the neighborhoods that were once dominated by students and families to favor tourists.
The Associated Students Financial Affairs Committee voted yes on a proposed plan to expand the Aztec Recreation Center, a popular spot on campus. The plan will cost $27 million and is intended to address the growing student population. If approved by the AS Board of Directors, the expansion will include more indoor and outdoor equipment areas as well as studio space.
Beginning fall 2026, SDSU will be adding a new major to its curriculum. Reporter Vivian Gomez has all the details on what this major will entail.
SDSU has announced that a new Bachelor of Science will be coming to campus in fall of 2026, AI and Human Responsibility. The school has made a name for itself by being the first in technological AI advancements, being one of the first CSUs to conduct a brand deal with ChatGPT EDU. The new major falls under the College of Arts and Letters, with an emphasis in interdisciplinary studies such as policy, society, anthropology, and ethics. I spoke to Will Ruff, a fourth-year computer science student, for his input on AI in the classroom.
So for me, it kind of started my freshman year when I first joined the AI club here at SDSU. And when I first joined the club, I knew absolutely nothing about AI. It was just a very new thing. Really encourage students to try and work with AI, try and integrate it into your life as much as possible. I do think AI is kind of the next frontier. That's why I'm pursuing it very heavily, and I think it's a great choice for students.
SDSU continues to advance AI programs with micro-credentials, bachelor's and master's programs, all currently being offered or coming in fall of 2026. For more information about the courses being offered through the major, visit the course directory on the College of Arts and Letters website. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Vivian Gomez with the Daily Aztec.
Taught in the classroom.
Absolutely, but it's exciting to see that SDSU is one of the first to introduce this major.
On October 15th, students and staff received an email that the SDSU 24/7 study area will be reinstated. This comes after many students voiced their concerns of library hours being cut and having nowhere to do their late night studying. The email also stated that the library received a one-time funding support from the university to bring this resource back.
Stay tuned for sports when we come back on the Daily Aztec Live.
I'm Adrielle Hasara. Here's what happened this past weekend in Aztec sports and what's coming up ahead.
It was a bye week for SDSU football after that 44-10 win at Nevada on October 11th. The Aztecs are now 5-1 overall and 2-0 in the Mountain West. They stacked 411 total yards, including a 75-yard punt return and a pick six. Also, quarterback Jaden Denegal threw 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Next up for the Aztecs, they will take on Fresno State this Saturday, October 25th. Let's go Aztecs!
Women's volleyball played 2 matches this past weekend. Unfortunately, they lost 2-3 to GCU and 1-3 to UNLV. However, prior to the 2 defeats, they were on a 6-match win streak and had a 6-0 record in Mountain West play. After sweeping UNLV on October 11th and beating New Mexico 3-1 on October 9th, Mountain West action continues this week. The team continues to be led by junior middle blocker Amber Keene, who has made her presence known and appreciated this season. Reporter Lindsey Belsky had the chance to speak with her courtside to hear about what's driving the team into mid-season.
Every strong defense starts in the middle, and for the Aztecs, that's Amber Keene.
Hey Aztecs, my name is Lindsey Belsky reporting courtside where the Aztecs women's volleyball are playing UNLV. And today I'm going to be reporting a little bit beyond the scoreboard. We're going to be talking to one of the most valuable players on the team and see her contributions on and off the court.
Let's meet Amber Keene, one of the star players of the season.
Congratulations on your big win. And Amber, just to get a little bit of your backstory, where are you from? What got you into volleyball? And what kind of brought you to where you are today?
I'm from Reno, Nevada. I'd say it's kind of like a little cliche, but I grew up hearing, oh, do you play basketball? Do you play volleyball? And eventually I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I kind of just fell in love with volleyball like from the moment I started, and I've been playing it for 9 years now. And it really kind of helped me like grow and love my height as like a little awkward middle schooler who was 6'3". So it's a really important part of my life, and I always kind of knew I wanted to play in college. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity that I have here.
Well, it was amazing watching you today. You're absolutely incredible.
Off the court, she emphasizes the importance of staying connected, keeping her teammates focused, confident, and united through every high and low of the season.
What are some of the challenges that come with your position, come with keeping the motivation throughout the season? How do you kind of work all of that together?
I think a big part of being a middle is like the volleyball IQ side of things, which a lot of people don't really like realize is so important in volleyball. Like we have to worry about all 3 hitters, like where the setter's going. So it's definitely a very like intellectually challenging position, I would say, and it's also a pretty physically challenging position if you ask anyone.
I also wanted to know, who was your biggest inspiration? Did you have one, some sort of role model, whether they played volleyball or whether it was somebody in your life?
I would say that my parents were definitely a big part of my life growing up. They supported all my dreams. So they were a really big part of my life growing up. And then I'd say I had a lot of role models my freshman year of high school.
That teamwork was on full display Saturday night when SDSU took down UNLV, a win that highlighted Amber's leadership and the Aztecs' determination to finish strong.
Reporting courtside in the Peterson Gym, my name is Lindsey Belsky with the Daily Aztec, signing off.
SDSU women's soccer have suffered back-to-back losses, a 1-2 defeat to Boise State on Thursday, October 16th, and a 0-2 defeat to Utah State on Sunday, October 19th. Next up for the Aztecs, they head to Fort Collins to face Colorado State on Thursday, October 23rd, then return home to host Wyoming on Sunday, October 26th.
Moving on to men's soccer, the Aztecs' most recent result was a 1-1 draw with UNLV on October 12th last week. Next up is a 2-game road trip that will begin at San Jose State on Thursday, October 23rd, then at Utah Valley on Monday, October 27th. We're wishing the best of luck to our Aztec sports teams this week.
That's your recap and what's ahead for Aztec sports. Let's go Aztecs!
Coming up next is arts and culture. Be sure to stay tuned.
Let's switch gears into arts and culture, the stories that bring creativity and community to campus.
From campus art to San Diego style, there's been a lot happening this month.
If you've walked through campus recently, you may have noticed new artwork popping up near Hall. SDSU recently presented 3 new Aztec glyphs representing education, health, and community. The designs were developed with local artists and students to reflect SDSU's heritage and modern identity, and they'll start showing up in athletic branding and campus spaces soon.
That's awesome. I'll definitely keep an eye out for that. Speaking of culture and connection, our next story takes us beyond campus walls. Reporter Adrielle Hasara went to the SDSU trolley line to show how students feel about its safety and accessibility.
Let's take a look.
Every day, hundreds of San Diego State students rely on the trolley to get to campus, internships, and work. But while the system is convenient and affordable, many say it doesn't always feel completely safe or reliable.
The Pronto idea is great, but the enforcement of it needs work. And what I mean by that is, to get into the trolley, there's no need to like a kiosk or something that prevents you from entering the station. So there's a lot of people that should not be entering the trolley that are.
The San Diego Metropolitan Transit System, or MTS, launched the Pronto Fare program in 2021 to improve accessibility and safety. But some riders say that without stricter enforcement, the policy doesn't do much to protect passengers who actually do pay.
Last week, actually, I had to wait for the trolley for like an hour, and no one told us what the delay was, and me and a bunch of my friends were just waiting there, and it was really honestly disappointing and tiring because I had to be somewhere.
For students with tight schedules, delays like these can be more than just inconvenient. They can cause missed classes, exams, and even work shifts. Riders say that they want better communication when issues arise and faster responses when trolleys break down. Despite frustrations, many still see the trolley as one of the most affordable ways to navigate San Diego. Students hope that with increased safety enforcement and smoother operations, public transit can keep with the city's growing demand. For the Daily Aztec, I'm Adrielle Hasara.
I love that our students are advocating for their safety.
Yes, it's definitely important to do. For those who love music, don't forget the SDSU School of Music and Dance is hosting a full lineup of fall concerts, including the Bill Yeager Jazz Orchestra this Saturday at Smith Recital Hall.
And a big win for campus film. An SDSU student documentary called Yeah was picked up for a national PBS broadcast this month, putting our film program on a national stage. The piece showcases student storytelling and production value at a professional level.
Wow, what an honor.
I know.
So wherever you're seeking inspiration or just soaking up the exciting and creative energy on campus, there's plenty to experience this fall.
That's all we have for you tonight. Thanks for watching. My name's Vivian Cody.
And I'm Joselyn Munoz. Coming up next to our Spanish edition of the Daily Aztec, Mundo Azteca. Stay tuned.
Bienvenidos a la sección de Mundo Azteca de Daily Aztec Live. Mi nombre es Emily Barrera.
Y yo soy Abigail Segoviano. Empecemos con las noticias.
En febrero, SDSU se convirtió en la primera universidad estatal de California en alcanzar el estatus de Investigación 1. A pesar de este logro, investigadores de SDSU han perdido 50 subvenciones como resultado de una orden ejecutiva firmada por el presidente Trump. Hasta ahora, SDSU ha recuperado aproximadamente $11 millones en fondos del NIH a través de numerosas solicitudes de subvenciones. El miércoles 15 de octubre, estudiantes y personal recibieron un correo electrónico anunciando el regreso de la área de estudio 20 de la semana. Esto pasó después de que muchos estudiantes expresaron su preocupación por la reducción de horas de la biblioteca y la falta de un lugar para estudiar tarde. En otras noticias, quizás hayas visto nuevas obras de arte en el estadio Snapdragon. SDSU presentó recientemente 3 nuevos glifos aztecas que representan la educación, la salud y la comunidad. Los glifos fueron diseñados por el artista Noé Siva y rinden homenaje al patrimonio cultural de SDSU. Es muy agradable ver esta nueva era de representación.
Absolutamente. En otros deportes, fue semana de descanso para el equipo de fútbol americano de SDSU tras la victoria por 44-10 en Nevada el 11 de octubre. Los aztecas tienen un récord de 5-1 y 2-0 en la conferencia Mountain West. Acumularon un total de 4 yardas, incluyendo un retorno de punto de 75 yardas y una intercepción de 6 puntos. Además, el quarterback Jaden Denegal lanzó 2 touchdowns sin intercepciones. El equipo de fútbol femenino de SDSU sufrió 2 derrotas consecutivas, una derrota de 2-1 contra Boise State el jueves 16 de octubre y otra de 2-0 contra Utah State el domingo 19 de octubre. A continuación, las aztecas se dirigen a Fort Collins para enfrentarse a Colorado State el jueves 23 de octubre y luego regresan al SDSU Sports Deck para jugar contra Wyoming el domingo 26 de octubre. Pasando al fútbol masculino, el resultado más reciente de los aztecas fue un empate 1-1 contra UNLV el 12 de octubre. Esta semana van de viaje para 2 partidos. El primero es contra San Jose State el jueves 23 de octubre y luego van a jugar contra Utah Valley el lunes 27 de octubre. Deseamos mucha suerte esta semana a nuestros equipos deportivos. Eso es todo lo que tenemos por hoy. Yo soy Abigail Segoviano.
Y yo soy Emily Barrera. Gracias por estar con nosotros. We'll see you next time on the Daily Aztec Live.